Man, I love movies.
Dude, I love movies.
Sometimes I watch movies.
This guy.
That's great, Craig. Thanks. Hey guys, welcome to the Forgot to Grow Up podcast. We're doing a quick little prequel episode just to give you guys an idea of what you have in store here at Forgot to Grow Up and the things we're going to be discussing and talking about on a week-to-week basis. So to start her off, hey Exy, why don't you tell me what got you into cinema?
For reals, what really got me into cinema was I was young. My parents, they let me watch pretty much whatever I want, TV, movies, whatever, and I was really into watching anything new and exciting, I grew up on like BBC documentaries, walking with dinosaurs, walking with prehistoric beasts, cartoons, Beast Wars, Batman, Beetleborgs, Power Rangers, like anything, pretty much anything, I would just dive right in.
Right on.
That was me. Craig, what about you? When did you get into cinema?
Well, when I was growing up, we had a lot of VHS tapes. My parents bought a ton of, or probably more, were given a ton of Disney movies, that kind of thing, but that never really sparked anything in me. What really got me into really enjoying television and movies is when I moved out and got a Netflix subscription, because there's just so much of it.
Yeah, having that subscription will...
Literally infinite, yeah.
Yeah, literally infinite number of choices.
What
I was
you,
probably
Scott?
the same as you, actually. My family got me into it. My family's always been into watching a lot of movies. We always watch movies and TV shows together. And I remember growing up, that was always our thing we did. Like we'd go camping on the side, but day to day we were always watching a movie or TV together. And that's definitely what kind of like planted the seeds in me to start, and then just great TV shows and movies just made that bloom into a love for cinema.
Man, I think that's kind of like what kept me interested. Is like it's a great way to pass the time. You can start watching a movie and you're like, and then just fall right into it, and all of a sudden you're sitting on the edge of your seat, just like, man, if I was in Dragonheart right now, this is what would happen.
Shout out to Dragonheart.
Shout out to Dragonheart.
If y'all haven't seen Dragonheart, you should go watch that.
Go watch it. That's our first recommendation.
But no, I know what you mean. Like the escapism of stories, that's always really what's caught me into them. Like being able to check out these stories and adventures and worlds that we just can't experience on our own or in the real world, and be able to escape through movies and TV shows. This cat is so distracting right now. Yeah, I'm gonna call it out. Like, okay, guys, we're gonna be honest on the podcast.
I have been fighting with Iris and Cables for the past 2 minutes.
Just so everyone knows, this is my cat, and she is nuts. I love her, but she is batshit crazy.
Hashtag batshit crazy.
Yeah, for reals. Greg, what about you? What keeps you coming back to Netflix?
They just keep adding stuff.
It's not to chill.
That's a good point.
No chilling happening. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. Hey, Barb, how's it going?
Hi, Craig's mom.
No,
we've never met.
What generally keeps me coming back is that I always find something that I didn't know was on Netflix that they recommend to me, and I'll give it a shot, and then sometimes it's a hit. It's a hit. Yeah, see Wet Hot American Summer.
Ooh, man. Like,
nice call out.
Man, some of those characters, like, they just called him. Like, Paul Rudd with I feel like that is who I am. But on the other side of that coin, I'm also, like, really drawn into those characters that, they've had a really troubled past. Littlefoot, Land Before Time, a la Batman, Bruce Wayne, lost everything in that alley that night.
Oh, for sure.
Like Harry Potter, lost his parents, stuff like that. They've overcome that adversity.
Characters that have to overcome that, that immediate
adversity.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I lost it.
I
literally just said.
I just said the word. Literally.
It was the immediate that threw me off after I said immediate. I was like, wait, what was I saying? I just lost my train. But I know what you mean. My favorite types of characters are the misunderstood genius types, like Sherlock and House. I had another example. Tony Stark.
It came to him.
But those types that are like always, they're smart, but they're also kind of like dicks. But you have to love them because they have a certain set of skills that nobody else does, and that's why everybody kind of respects them.
Yeah.
They don't like them all the time.
Yeah, a particular set of skills. Okay, Liam Neeson.
What about you, Craig? What kind of characters do you like?
I would have to say my favorite kind of character is a subtle comic relief.
Give us an example.
Why would you put me on the spot like that?
Johnny on the
Fair.
spot.
That's fair. He's only our producer. We shouldn't put him that much on the spot.
A subtle. Oh man, that's tough because most of what I watch is.
Well, it's hard to ask somebody to point out something that's subtle.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's kind of like you just notice and you enjoy it, and then it's like, yeah, it's gone.
I'm a sucker for a joke that takes a little bit of understanding to get to. So that's my kind of subtle.
Okay. I like it.
I don't have an example.
Fair enough. Fair enough. It's just a deep personal interest.
I'm gonna remember this when I edit it.
Yep.
Fair enough.
All of Andrew's parts are gone.
Well, it was nice talking to you guys.
Or not.
Yeah, fair enough.
Depending on how the cut goes. But anyways.
So Craig's into mainly comedies.
Yep,
That's what you're
comedies,
pretty
good sci-fi. I'm pretty particular when it comes to a sci-fi though.
I'm pretty much in the same boat, except add anything with Tom Hanks.
Always.
That's it.
America's Dad. Gotta have America's Dad.
Yeah.
I like sci-fis. They're great, and can't mess with Tom Hanks. Forrest Gump's my man. But I love me some superheroes.
On the topic of Tom Hanks, I just want to toss out a shout out to my kid brother and his buddy Liam Ellis because they hate Forrest Gump. So you guys listening right now, Forrest Gump is one of the best movies ever.
Forrest Gump is great.
Would it surprise either of you if I told you I've never seen Forrest Gump?
I don't know why, but what doesn't surprise me, but I'm a little disappointed.
I'm a little disappointed. You're going to watch
We have
Forrest
to put
Gump.
that on your list.
I've seen a whole
Like
pile of
like-
Tom Hanks movies.
Like, if
You've
I have to
never seen
watch
Forrest
Big
Gump?
Mouth, you gotta watch Forrest Gump this
Okay,
week.
fine.
It's,
I can
just
I
gonna
can
put that on
handle
the
that.
list. It's not that bad. It's a good
There we
movie
go.
to watch. Like,
we
I
go.
really, I honestly, genuinely love that movie. Like, it's such a great... Yeah, we're wrapping it up now.
Off topic.
Off topic. So much for a prequel episode.
That's pretty much how we are. Is we're
Yeah.
very start talking about a movie, and then it brings out history.
I feel
brings
like
out
that
our
was a
feelings.
really good way to give them a taste of what they have to come in our podcast. Because we definitely will be trailing off quite a bit. And you never know where it's going to go.
It's always going to come back to
There's no
movies.
roadmap to this.
Yeah, there is not.
There's just a TV guide that says what might be on, but stuff changes. It doesn't tell you the commercials.
Exactly.
It's the
Only if the antenna's working.
So be sure to check out the Forgot to Grow Up podcasts on iTunes, Podbean, forgottogrowup.com. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter,
Anywhere.
Instagram, all at Forgot to Grow Up.
Just type "Forgot to Grow Up" in every search bar you see, and eventually you'll find us.
Check us out.
All right, I think we got it.
Yeah,
That works for me.
Yeah.